Sir was also the officer on special duty coordinating the G20 meetings held in Goa and also the chairman of state coordinator team for National Games of 2023. We are delighted with your presence, sir. On behalf of Goa Vidya Prasarak Mandals, Dr. Dada Vaidya College of Education, I extend warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I request our chief guest to do the honors and I hand over the mic to Anusha.
Scholarships for the academic year 2023-2024. Late Mr. James Abreu Scholarship of Rs 1000 for the student securing the first place in the college at the University B.Ed examinations for the academic year 2023-24 awarded to Gargil Mahendra Mili. Late Mr. Victor Lisa Kohilo Scholarship of Rs 1000 for the student securing the second place in the college at the University B.Ed examinations for the academic year 2023-24 awarded to Mishra Sanyukta. Late Mrs. Marie Abreu Scholarship of Rs 1000 for the student securing the third place in the college at the University B.Ed examinations for the academic year 2023-24 awarded to Neha Nagesh Naik. Late Mrs. Maria Teresa Kohilo Scholarship of Rs 1000 for the best all-round student both in curricular and co-curricular activities for the academic year 2023-24 awarded to Gargil Mahendra Mili. Thank you. Now I hand over to Aditi.
Now we have late Shri G.R. Vazir Scholarships, the founder president of All Goa English Teachers Forum for English Language Teaching. Scholarship for the academic year 2023-24 for B.Ed students. Late Shri G.R. Vazir Scholarship of Rs 1,500 for the students securing the highest marks in English in the college at the University B.Ed examinations for the academic year 2023-24 awarded to Harankar Richa Jayendra. Late Shri G.R. Vazir Scholarship of Rs 1,000 for the students securing the second highest marks in English in the college at the University B.Ed examinations for the academic year 2023-24 awarded to Tamboskar Rohan. Late Shri G.R. Vazir Scholarship of Rs 750 for the student securing the third highest marks in English in the college at the University B.Ed examinations for the academic year 2023-24 awarded to Dimelo Desmona Carla Claudina. Late Shri G.R. Vazir Scholarship of Rs 750 for the student securing the third highest marks in English in the college at the University B.Ed examinations for the academic year 2023-24 awarded to Fernandez Andrea Custodio. Late Shri G.R. Vazir Scholarship of Rs 750 for the student securing the third highest marks in English in the college at the University B.Ed examinations for the academic year 2023-24 awarded to Larissa Kimberly Dallas. Thank you. I hand over the mic to Mahima Kawai.
Now we have late Sri G.R. Vazir Scholarship, the founder president of All Goa English Teacher Forum for English Language Teaching. Scholarship for the academic year 2023-2024 for M.Ed students. Late Sri G.R. Vazir Scholarship of Rs 1,500 for the students securing first place in the college at the University M.Ed examination for the academic year 2023-2024 awarded to Miss Rutuja S. Lotlikar. Late Sri G.R. Vazir Scholarship of Rs 1,000 rupees for the student securing the second place in the college at the University M.Ed examination for the academic year 2023-2024 awarded to Miss Saloni S. Zalmi. Late Sri G.R. Vazir Scholarship of Rs 500 for the students securing the third place in the college at the University M.Ed examination for the academic year 2023-2024 awarded to Miss Matrina Putado. Late Sri G.R. Vazir Scholarships, the founder president of All Goa English Teacher Forum for English Language Teaching. Scholarship for the academic year 2023-2024 for Diploma in Pre-Primary Teacher Education students. Late Sri G.R. Vazir Scholarship of Rs 1,500 for the students securing the first place in the college at the University Diploma in Pre-Primary Teacher Education examination for the academic year 2023-2024 awarded to Ms. Dicruza Melissa Domiciano. Late Sri G.R. Vazir Scholarship of Rs 1,000 for the students securing the second place in the college at the University Diploma in Pre-Primary Teacher Education examination for the academic year 2023-2024 awarded to Ms. Melikar Pranayaram. Late Sri G.R. Vazir Scholarship of Rs 750 for the students securing the third place in the college at the University Diploma in Pre-Primary Teacher Education examination for the academic year 2023-2024 awarded to Ms. Savant Supriya Suresh. And now we have the scholarship for the academic year 2023-2024 for MA students. Shri Shaunak M. Pagi Scholarship of Rs 1,500 for being first in the dissertation presentation at the University MIR examination for the academic year 2023-2024 awarded to Shannon Saldana. Shri Shaunak M. Pagi Scholarship of Rs 1,000 for being second in the dissertation presentation at the University MIR examination for the academic year 2023-2024 awarded to Gauri Sawant. Shri Shaunak M. Pagi Scholarship of Rs 500 for being third in the dissertation presentation at the University MIR examination for the academic year 2023-2024 awarded to Ashita A. Naik. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request our Chief Guest, Honorable Director of Higher Education, Shri Bhushan Savaikar, to address the gathering.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, management of GVM's Education Society, faculties of different institutions from GVM Education Society, students, ladies and gentlemen. I am very happy and delighted to address this august gathering in this premises of this GVM Institute, where I was a student of commerce. The college was running close to the old bus stand then. So first time after taking charge of Director of Higher Education, I am coming here in my own institute and addressing this august gathering. So I am feeling very proud and happy. I congratulate all the students who have got the scholarships or who have got certificates in different subjects. But those who have not got scholarship should not be unhappy or should not be discouraged. So I also congratulate those for keeping that competition alive. I should congratulate this institution for this organizing this Dada Vaidya Memorial Lecture. Speaking about Dada Vaidya Memorial, Dada Vaidya, I am not the right person to speak because there are many people who know more about Dada Vaidya. But one or two things which we have to take from him is that if you are perfect in your profession, if you are perfect in your work, if you are perfect on your duties, then the government can also change the laws. If you are perfect, then government can also allow something which government was not allowing the other people to do. So that what was done in case of Ayurvedic practice when Dada Vaidya started practicing Ayurveda. In fact, at that point of time, the Portuguese government had already set up the institute that is now called as GMC. So the allopathic treatment was already there. But still some of the Portuguese officers or their family members used to come here, or they were treated by Dr. Dada Vaidya. So when you are perfect in your profession, when you are perfect in your work, you expect something which will not happen. So that has happened in case of Dada Vaidya. Second thing what I have to tell is, I have read that Dada Vaidya has done his practice lot less through his studies and more through his repeated practice. That is, through treatment. As students of education institutes, we study a lot, we read a lot, but unless we practice or unless we do what we are supposed to do, we will not be perfect. So I appeal to all the students, if you are teacher, then you have to practice teaching. You will be reading, but then once you start practice teaching, you will yourself realize where you stand exactly and what are the improvements that you have to do. While speaking, the president of the institute raised one doubt about incoming branded institutes which are coming in the state of Goa. So we are in a globalized economy. Our economy is open, so our education institutes are also open for competition. I don't know what will exactly happen to all the institutes, but just sharing one thought that had come in 1990s when the economy was thrown open to foreign institutes. So a lot of foreign institutes, a lot of foreign companies, corporates had come to India, and there was a doubt in the minds of Indian corporates that our products will not be sold in the market. Our companies will have to be closed because they felt that we are competing to a very giant companies. We are competing with a very branded companies, which for us it is not possible to compete with those companies. But later on, what has happened is both this one survives. Both the companies survive. The company which was producing biscuit, Indian biscuit, also survived, and the company which came from outside from India also survived. Only one thing that has happened is our companies started competing with those companies. So what has happened is we as a Indian companies improved our quality so that we stand in the competition. And the same thing will happen in the case of the education. I am confident that all the education institute in Goa will stand this test and will compete all these education institutions. GBMs has grown in number of institutions. They have multiple institutions, but as a whole, as a education institutes of Goa as a whole, now it is a time to concentrate on the quality of quality of our education, so that we compete with all these international institutions which we cannot stop. And I am confident that Dada Vaidya education, GVM's education society will definitely pass this test of competing with all these institutions and make it named in state of Goa. With these words, I conclude, and I once again congratulate all those students who have got the scholarship or who have got the prize today, and thank you all.
Thank you, sir. I now request the dignitaries to take their seats among the audience. Dance is an essential tool of cultural expression, as well as the identity of the society, and the land of Goa possesses many such traditional dance forms. Our students will now perform the Fugri, one of Goa's most famous ethnic dance. Now the refreshments will be served. Kindly enjoy them silently while the students perform.
अशी गे अशी, अशी गे अशी, शाण्याची बाई जेवता कशी, हुरुप 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 हुरुप, शाण्याची बाई शेण काढता कशी, अशी गे अशी, अशी गे अशी, अशी गे अशी. ठेवली पट्टी, ठेवली पट्टी, एक उकर असता सगळ्या वटी, सगळ्या वटी. गडबड दुनिया लसणीची गोय, लसणीची माका नका तुका नका गावळ्या कधी, गावळ्या रगडा माझं भुवाना हाव कोणा पिया, रगडा माझं भुवाना हाव कोणा पिया, रगडा माझं भुवाना हाव कोणा पिया. पाषाणीचे दाते चंदनाची उटी, पाषाणीचे दाते चंदनाची उटी, धरून बैसली सखुबाई, धरून बैसली सखुबाई, धरून बैसली सखुबाई, धरून बैसली सखुबाई. जे घोड्यात भरला मीठ, म्हणजे घोड्यात भरला मीठ, गावात बहिणी करायला जीव, गावात बहिणी करायला जीव. काय पडला निसरत्या पात्रार, काय पडला निसरत्या पात्रार, गावाचा बहिणीच्या उतरार, गावाचा बहिणीच्या उतरार, गावाचा बहिणीच्या उतरार. बाबा शेण काढता तांबड्या फुलार, बाबा शेण काढता तांबड्या फुलार. उठले बघ्या बसरे बघ्या फुला फुलार, उठले बघ्या बसरे बघ्या फुला फुलार, फुला फुलार, फुला फुलार, फुला फुलार, फुला फुलार. बांधले नाचले काढले हात, कमर गोल झरले माझे, मल्लाई येताय गो डोंगरारू, चार पोरा साई गो पदरारू. बाबा गेला डोंगरारू, बाई चावी दिल्या डोंगरारू, बाई चावी दिल्या डोंगरारू. काळ काळ शेतकरी काळ काळ शेतकला, काळ काळ शेतकला, काळ काळ शेतकला. भाषेत खेळायला पांडव हल्ले, भाषेत खेळायला पांडव हल्ले. जवली आमला कुठे सखा, आताच्या बायाचं कोण सखा, आताच्या बायाचं कोण सखा. आम्ही आमची राखण करूया, आम्ही आमची राखण करूया. बाई कशीला वायाने गेला, बाई कशीला वायाने गेला, शेला दुखाने गुजविला, शेला दुखाने गुजविला. आली होते मी आईच्या कुशी, आली होते मी आईच्या कुशी, आता झाले मी लोकाची, आता झाले मी लोकाची. आईचे डोळे दुखाने ओले, आईचे डोळे दुखाने ओले, डोळे सावळ्या विठ्ठलाचे, डोळे सावळ्या विठ्ठलाचे. बाई कशीला वायाने गेला, बाई कशीला वायाने गेला. जय 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 मारो, जय 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 मारो, माझ्या घराला मारो, माझ्या घराला मारो.
Thank you, dear students, for your energetic performance. Present among us is a distinguished personality, the Deputy Director of Higher Education, Professor Dr. N.F. Nadaf, the guest of honor and keynote speaker for the day. I call upon Dr. Hani Babu to introduce the guest of honor.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm honored to introduce the guest of honor and keynote speaker for today's function, Professor Dr. F.M. Nadaf, Deputy Director of Higher Education, Directorate of Higher Education, Government of Goa. In addition to current responsibilities, Sir is also holding the charge as Principal of Government College, Boda, Margao. During 30 years of teaching experience, he has worked as Professor of Geography and also as Principal of Sri Mallikarjun College, Kankona, and Sri Mallikarjun Sri Chetan Manuja Desai College, Kankona. He is an active scholar with updated research interest and also research guide for Goa University. He has research publications under his scholarly credit. The areas of his specialization include environmental geography, urban geography, coastal geography, coastal geomorphology, application of geospatial technologies in geography, sustainable development, and tourism geography. Sir has delivered lectures and acted as resource person in different parts of India on various topics related to geography. Sir is honored as Best Geography Teacher Award in 2015 and State Teacher Award for the year 21-22. On behalf of Goa Vidya Prasarak Mandals, Dr. Dada Vaidya College of Education, I welcome you, sir. Thank you.
Hello, 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 yes. Good afternoon to all of you, respected chief guest and the director of higher education, Bhushan sir, the president of this college, management, that is the Goa Vidya Prasarak Mandal, Bhaskar sir, the secretary sir, Krishna Shetty sir, other invitees, the former principal of this college, Professor Allen, the principal of this college, Dr. Jojan Mehti, teachers coming from various colleges, heads of the institutes, faculty of this college, and the future nation builders of our country. I don't call you as students, you are the future builders of this country. At the outset, I'm very happy to be part of the Dada Vaidya Memorial Lecture. I was here last year, so I'm back once again. Thank you very much for inviting me. And I'm supposed to speak on a very, very burning issue that concerns all of us. It concerns me, it concerns you. But the only problem is the availability of time. Sir told me long back that the students have to leave by 5 o'clock because they come from different parts of Goa. So I will keep in mind, if you think that I'm exceeding time limit, you can always tell me and I can stop at that particular moment. When we read newspapers or watch television news, one thing is very common, not only pertaining to our country, but pertaining to the entire world. I would like to give examples from our country, what is happening at the moment related to disasters, more so disasters occurring due to climate and climate change. Your survival and my survival is connected to the sustainability and also the existence of this earth. If earth is there, all of us are going to survive. If earth is not there, I think we are not going to be there. So therefore, protecting this earth is the prime responsibility of all of us. I think it will not be correct because sometime back when I was interacting with the director, he said, who are we to protect earth? We are no one to protect. We are only caretakers. We can only take care. We protect because we try to destroy it. Therefore, we are talking about protection. So we are the caretakers. This earth has been passed on to us from the earlier generation. So it's our responsibility to pass on to the next generation the way we have received without doing any destruction. That's the prime responsibility of all of us. So today I'm going to talk on, are humans responsible for triggering climate disasters? Recently we heard of Wayanad. So you know what happened there. Before that we had disasters in Himachal Pradesh. They are happening even today. Before Himachal Pradesh, we had disasters in Uttarakhand. You name it, we have disasters everywhere. So with my statistics, I am going to prove, as my presentation goes on, that disasters are increasing and somewhere all of us are responsible for those disasters. As students, since many are there is one misunderstanding with the word called climate and weather. These are two terms synonymously, interchangeably we use without knowing the meaning of these two terms. This happens. Somebody was telling me in my college today that today's climate is very hot. I had to tell that person, you're using a wrong word. It's not climate. It's the weather which is very hot. If I don't understand what is climate and what is weather and what is the difference between both these terms, then I will not be able to do the service that I am required to take care of this earth. Therefore, I just like to tell you, weather is nothing but it is short-term atmospheric condition wherein we talk about a short period of time, that is 24 hours. So whatever happening at the moment, that is the weather. Short period of time and in a very small geographical area. GVM's College of Education will have weather, whereas it will not have climate. To have climate, we need to have large geographical area. So this is not a large geographical area, it's a very small area, therefore we have weather. Whereas climate is a broader reference, we make it for long-term changes in climate including average temperature and precipitation. Oh no, sorry. Anyway, wrongly that particular definition has come. So climate is basically nothing but it is the aggregate of weather. What we are talking is weather. The aggregate of weather over a period of minimum 30 years. So when we compile the weather of 30 years, that becomes climate. And climate is going to be always for a larger area. Goa state is going to have climate. Goa will not have weather. A small point will have weather, but larger area will have climate. I think that's the first distinction that we will have to make to understand what is happening around us. If we don't make a distinction, I think we are failing in understanding the problem, because we are the people who are going to find out the solution to the problem. So therefore, that's something very important. And simultaneously, the other concept today that we need to understand is about what is climate change. You can say today is very hot, and I will conclude that the climate is changing. By experiencing a particular phenomena on a particular day or a particular phenomena on one particular year, we cannot say that the climate is changing. To say that climate is changing, we need to have minimum data of 30 years. That's why we define climate as information about the weather for 30 years. Because we have cycles, every 30 years things keep on changing cyclically. So as a result, we have to have the aggregate of 30 years, then we can say whether temperature is rising or not, whether rainfall has increased or not, whether it has decreased. Whatever we want to make the claims, for that we need to have a minimum of 30 years of data. Let me ask you one question. Who is responsible for ecological imbalances that are happening? So I made a reference in the beginning that you think of any place from Rajasthan to Northeast India, Arunachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir to Kanyakumari with regards to India or the entire world. When I was a student, I was taught by my teachers that disasters occur in all those poor countries. So at that time India was a poor country. So today we are not. But today the definition stands wrong because similar disasters are occurring in America, they are occurring in Europe, they are occurring in Australia. You go anywhere in the world, disasters are occurring. So disasters make no distinction between poor countries or rich countries, or poor people or rich people. So that's everywhere very, very common. So it's a very simple question I'm asking because there's a reason why I'm asking this question. So can some student tell me, even one student can tell me enough because we have no time. So what do you think? Who is responsible for whatever is happening on the earth? The destruction that is taking place. Who is responsible? So we are responsible, right? Any doubt? No. So maybe after another 10-15 slides, I'm going to ask you the same question. Who is responsible? And we'll just check the answer at that time, whether we'll get the same answer. Well, before we could understand what is happening on the earth, because we are referring to humans. So as a result, we will try to understand the evolution of the earth. What happened? I'm not going to show you the entire evolution, just a sample, so that to understand what kind of role we are playing in whatever time that we have got on this particular planet. Earth, as you know, is a 4,600 million years old planet. So we are not here for last 4,600 years, but the other organisms are here for 4,600 years. On this 4,600 years, to understand what is happening, I want to convert the entire 4,600 years into 24 hours clock. So in 24 hours clock, I want to show who appeared at what time, so that we can understand the roles. What roles other organisms have played and what kind of role the humans have played or play. I hope you understand what I am saying. So now let's look at this particular slide now. 000 is the time when Earth was born. So you go back to 4,600 million years. 24 is today. That is 20th September 2024. So from the day Earth was born, so we are talking about today. That's how the clock is. So if you consider this as a clock, and when you move further, I get some numbers. What are those numbers? 1 hour is equal to 187.5 million years. 1 minute is equal to 3.125 million years. And 1 second is equal to 52,000 years. So this scale is very important to understand, because we are talking about the damages that are being caused by the human beings. So please remember this, so that next time when my visuals move on, you'll be able to understand. So the total 24 hours is equal to 4,600 million years. 1 hour is so much, 1 minute is so much, and 1 second is 52,000 years. So let's start. 000, as I said, Earth was born. After Earth was born, there was chemical evolution. Earth was a hot gaseous ball, all of us know, especially students who are studying geography, so they know. So from 00 hours till morning 4 o'clock, there was nothing on the earth. I'm starting from 4 o'clock. I have left in between because there was hardly anything on the earth. So what happened at 4 o'clock? Single cellular organisms appeared on the earth. That was the first spark of life. At 4 in the morning. So from 4 in the morning, I will directly go to night, 8:30 p.m. Single cellular organisms appeared at 4 o'clock, and in between few organisms did appear, but at 8:30 night, what appeared? First plants in the sea. Meaning till this particular time, there were no plants on the earth. On the land at least there were nothing, but first time they appeared in the ocean. So plants appeared at 8:30 p.m. Now from here we move on to 8:50. Then we will move on to 9:04 p.m. At 9:55, how many minutes are left for 24 hours to be completed? It's just going to be 2 hours 5 minutes. So after 2 hours 5 minutes, we are going to come to today. First land plant appeared on the land. So till this particular point, there were no plants, there was nothing. Plants were there only in the water. So now the journey begins. And now we are at 10:05. 10:24 p.m. What happened? Initially plants appeared on the land. Now you have land covered by trees, meaning now we have forest. So there were only few scattered trees here and there. Now we have plants, meaning the forest. And in that forest, some insects appear. We are coming very close to 24 hours. Then came our old friends, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, according to my scale, they appeared at 10:55. Huge animals. We have not seen, but we have seen only in Jurassic Park, if you have seen that movie. Very huge animals. Now these animals disappeared. There are many theories why they disappeared. But definitely one theory I can tell you. For their disappearance, we human beings were not responsible. Why? We were not there only. Correct? Suppose imagine for a while, we were there at this particular point. So the blame could have been on the human beings. So because of us, they have disappeared. But they disappeared. Correct? Yes. So when did they disappear? They disappeared at 11:39. So that was the time they were here and disappeared. Now what is the time left now to come to today? How many minutes are left? Just 21 minutes. In this, at this particular point of time in 24 hours, there is no reference to human beings. Absolutely no reference to human beings. The first reference to the apes comes at 1142 in the entire history of the earth. 1142. But they are only primates, ape-like creatures. They are not human beings. Then came the mammals. That's at small as same time. And now my next slide is very important slide that will make most of our things very, very clear. That is the Homo sapiens and sapiens. What time they appeared? 23 hours, 59 minutes and 57 seconds. After what time it's going to be 24 hours, please? 3 seconds. Meaning in this entire journey of the evolution of Earth, humans have appeared only 3 seconds back. What is 1 second equal to? 52,000 years. Meaning, not exactly the Homo sapiens, about 1.5 lakh years back, but ape-like creatures, they appeared. In these 3 seconds, humans like you and me also did not appear. So they appeared at a very, very, very later stage. Maybe fraction of a second. Fraction of a second. So the person who lived or who is living on this planet for last 3 seconds is blamed for all the destruction. Correct? Imagine if the same man was to be there on the earth for 3 minutes. What could have happened? Unimaginable, right? But fortunately, that has not happened. So we are here for last 3 seconds. Now in that entire history, look at this particular graph. Here I am having the history of the earth going as back as 500 million years. Even if you consider that Homo sapiens appeared 1.5 lakh years back, 500 million years I think is long time back. So human beings were not there. So what was happening? At this point, the temperature of the earth was very high. Then it came down, it went up, it came down, it went up. So this is happening in all the phases of the evolution of earth, and we are here. Meaning, when human beings were not there, the temperature of the earth was increasing and decreasing. And today we are there, temperature is increasing. The temperature that is going to increase, from the past record we understand that at some point of time it's going to fall. This is one point that all of us will have to remember. Meaning, when humans were not there, earth was heating and cooling. Heating and cooling. Many animals came, disappeared. New species came, disappeared. So when we are there, many species are also getting disappeared. This is the background that we need to understand. This is same thing related to the earlier graph, but this is about carbon dioxide levels. So carbon dioxide levels are related to temperature. Higher carbon dioxide, higher is the temperature. So this graph talks about last 8 lakh years. So what has happened in the human history in the last 8 lakh years. So let us not discuss much about it. So it's the same thing, right? So you can see those skyscrapers, then the fall, and then again up. Now let's look at this. So here I have a record of the CO2 concentration from the Industrial Revolution. I have not gone beyond the Industrial Revolution because most of our problems are associated with Industrial Revolution. Because till the Industrial Revolution, I think in all the societies we were living a sustainable life. So we changed from sustainable to whatever life that we are leading today. That was the starting point. So therefore, when we go back in 1832, what was the concentration of CO2? 270. And what is the concentration today? 421. Now compare this table with the global mean temperature of the earth. So as the carbon concentration is increasing, the average temperature of the earth is also increasing. Meaning there is a relationship between carbon concentration and also mean global temperature. It's a mean global temperature. Please remember, because the numbers are looking very small, because you are taking the average of the entire earth, because there are places where temperature is -40, -50, and there are places where temperature is 50, +50. So that's the aggregate of all those things. So now asking you the same question again. Who is responsible? Huh? Earth only responsible, right? First my question was, who is responsible? What was the answer? We are responsible. I accepted it. And I told you at that point that I'm going to ask you this question once again. So now we are changing our answer. But we don't have to change the answer. I convinced you that man is not responsible for the destruction. Man is responsible for the destruction. Now I will prove how man is responsible for destruction, or why we blame man for whatever is happening around us. Let's look at this. It is a hill. The nature is going to work on this particular hill. There's going to be erosion, there's going to be weathering, there's going to be decomposition of rocks, disintegration of rocks, all sorts of things will happen on this mountain. And after a few million years, this hill or a mountain will become plain. What is the time taken? Millions of years. Because it's happening slowly. So this monsoon, there was so much of rain. Some hills were cut. How do we know that the hills were cut? Look at the color of the water. Go to river, you will understand that so much of silt is deposited. From where the silt has come? It's come from the mountains, which takes millions and millions of years. Now look at this. What is that? Earth mover, JCB. So tell me, if we have heavy machines like this to make this hill plain, how much time it would require? Millions of years? No. Maybe a month? I think less. Maybe a year? I think it is still less. So it might take at least about 50-60 years to bring that particular hill to a plain. So now what we understand from this example is, man has that capacity to bring changes or alter environment at such an alarming rate that you cannot imagine. What nature can do in millions of years, man can do it in few hundred years. That is the problem with man. That is why we blame man for all the problems. If man was not there, still global warming, climate change would have taken place. Please remember this. Because nature has its own timetable. It goes as per its plan. The temperature which has increased today, to come to that level, if nature had to increase on its own, would have taken another 5,000 years. What could have happened after 5,000 years? Man has brought it 5,000 years early. So this is the threat that the man is causing to our planet Earth. So we have all the plans to destroy and get destroyed. So that is the major issue. As a result, whatever changes that you see in our surroundings, the climate change that you are talking about, the global warming you are talking about, is primarily triggered by man. This is another diagram that I want you to understand. It throws the history of, you can tell me to stop, huh? I will stop anytime. So, approximately more than a century's record of disasters. I think planet was comparatively better a century ago, than what it is today. A century ago, in 10 years, that is from 1900 to 1909, there were approximately about 25 disasters. Meaning in 10 years, how many disasters had occurred? About 25. In the next, another 25. Now it became 50, more or less 50, about 100, 200, about 3 to 3 or 400, and go on top the last decade which we completed with COVID. If you see what was happening in 10 years, about 100 years back, that is 25 disasters. Today we have close to 5,000 disasters in 10 years. Look at the intensity of the disasters. Where are we heading for? About 2,500 years back, 5,000 disasters today. So this is cyclones in that period. Now if you come down, number of cyclones have declined. They have come down. You can see the numbers. From 34 cyclones have come down to 20, 21 and all that. Fine. Hello. But what is important is their severity has increased. If earlier, if cyclone used to come and we would have a news next day that the cyclone become weak or disappeared. But now it is not like that. If cyclone comes, it's going to hit and create havoc. That is the change in the nature of cyclones. This is the table with regards to the rainfall that we are experiencing. Just look at this number. Excluding 1 or 2, in last 24 years, rain is creating havoc in the state of Goa. These numbers are for Goa. This table is for Goa. Till 16, meaning from 11 to 16, there were not a single cyclone. From 17 onwards, we have so many cyclones. In 19, we had 3. In 20, we had 1, and 21, we had a very powerful cyclone. I just want to show you the story of these cyclones, a live story of the cyclones, what's happening in Goa. Sir, I hope you will allow me for 5 minutes. Okay. This is one of the beautiful beaches I love. This is Galjibagh beach in Kankan. Very beautiful beach. Look at the greenery. This is river Galjibagh. Very nicely, it takes turn without directly jumping into the Arabian Sea. It takes a turn and then it goes into the Arabian Sea. Very beautiful place. Wonderful. Look at the vegetation here. And this is the place which is known for turtles. I think this time we have a bumper egg laying ceremony. So, can you see the green portion here? Do you know what is that? Those are sand dunes. If you go to Miramar, you will find some sand dunes. Earlier there were many, but now there are not many. So those are sand dunes. Now I am coming closer to that beach. Look at This is that particular point. Okay, I'm zooming it now and I'm going there. So now you can see that those sand dunes are here. You may not understand the height of those sand dunes because it's one dimension picture. To show you how tall or how big the sand dunes are, understand this. These are the same sand dunes. Understand please. Same sand dunes. Same sand dunes. Now they got dissected. Who dissected? The cyclone that came in 2020 called Nisarg destroyed all the sand dunes. So these are small pieces. Fortunately, I went at that time and they were there and I just captured. Nisarg. And previously this river was not visible, now this river is visible. Imagine if this river had to directly enter here or Arabian Sea had to enter directly, what would have happened to Gazibagh, Koengin and Loli and Mashe and all those places? Would have been destroyed completely. Fortunately, at least as of now, nothing happened. So look at the height. Can you see those trees? Look at the height. The height is about 10 feet. Sand dunes of 10 feet were destroyed. The power of cyclone was so much. Now, immediately, we had this cyclone. Look at those trees again. Same trees are here. What happened? Where are those dissected sand dunes? Now this cyclone destroyed those sand dunes also, made flat. Immediately. Immediately. Now I have drawn a map here to understand what happened. So this is river Gazibagh that was coming and going. With the dressing of the existing sand dunes, now the mouth was created where fortunately only this water entered, the ocean water did not go into the Gazibagh. If that had to happen, I think it would have been a disaster. And we know in 2009, Kanpur has already faced one disaster. No other taluka in Goa has faced a disaster of that nature. Look at the beach. Look at those trees I was showing you. There are hardly few trees now. So there's a rise in temperature all of us are experiencing, so I will not explain much. So this is the global temperature rise. This is Goa. It's only the maximum temperature. So in 23, maximum temperature was 40 and the highest ever recorded temperature in Goa is 40.3 degrees centigrade. And that was supposed to be the hottest year that we have experienced in our state. Sea level is rising, so all of us know. At what rate sea level is rising? 1.5 millimeters per annum. If we go after 100 years, for us 100 years is a very long period, but for nature it is just nothing because we are talking in terms of millions and billions of years. So in 100 years, the sea would rise by about 100 millimeters. So if sea would rise by 100 millimeters, so imagine where is going to be Miramar, where is going to be Ribandar and all other places which are located on the beaches. So the current state of beaches because of sea level rise, Rajbagh, Gazibagh, Anjuna, this is Kalangut, this is Betalbati. We are trying to protect the beaches because sea is entering inside. This is Palala, world famous Palala beach. So all of us know about this. Just now I made a reference and also Satpuri disaster of 2021. We cannot forget all these things. This is what happened in Kanpur on that unfortunate day on 2nd October 2009. The total number of houses partially or fully damaged in one day, 686. I think nowhere in Goa, it has happened. The intensity of the disaster. You can just have a look, the breakup, the total loss to the property, industry, agriculture, road, etc., was in crores and crores of rupees. This is only the building. We are not talking about the humans. So these were the places, not only there was a flooding, there were also landslides. Here there were 4 hills, there were landslides. Here 4 landslides, 4 landslides. So, and across all other places there were landslides. I'm just reminding you because this was a Wayanad of Goa. We have been saying that Wayanad is going to happen here again. That's only because the geography of Kerala and the geography of Goa is more or less the same. They receive same rainfall, we receive same rainfall. Their biodiversity, they have Western Ghats, we have Western Ghats, they have Arabian Sea, we have Arabian Sea. There are so many things. That is a tourist destination, we are a tourist destination. We are trying our interference into the Western Ghats. They have done max. If we don't realize that the day is going to come to us, that the entire Western Ghat will collapse and then we will directly go into the Arabian Sea. So if we don't realize, because of our misadventure, I think we are going to face huge tragedy in the days to come. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. This is one topic where I can talk for hours together. Sir had told me first only that I have to wind up in 30 minutes, but I think I took about 40 minutes. Extremely sorry for that. So hope it was useful, the information. We have been, I have 5 PhD students, so my research is only along the coast, what's happening. That highlights I have not given there, otherwise it would have taken another 2 hours. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Dr. F.M. Nadaf, for the in-depth and informative lecture. I now request President of Goa Vidya Prasarak Mandal's General Body, Shri Bhaskar Khandeparkar, to present a memento to the Chief Guest, Honorable Director of Higher Education, Shri Bhushan K. Savekar. I request the Chairman of Goa Vidya Prasarak Mandal's Working Committee, Shri Krishna Shetye, to present a memento to the Guest of Honor, Deputy Director of Higher Education, Professor Dr. F.M. Nadaf. Thank you. No function is complete without acknowledging the hard work of all those individuals who have contributed to making this program a success. I now call upon the coordinator of today's event, Shri Sanjay Govekar, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Honorable guest, member of Goa Vidya Prasarak Mandal, dignitaries from different institutions, meritorious students, their parents, IQAC members, LMS members, all faculty here, and my dear friends. Good evening, and thank you for joining us this evening as we come together to celebrate 114th birth anniversary of Dr. Dada Vaidya. It's an honor and privilege for me to stand before you as the program coordinator to deliver this vote of thanks. First and foremost, we thank our esteemed guests for gracing us with their presence today. At the outset, I would like to thank our respected chief guest, Shri Bhushan Savekar sir, Director of Higher Education, Government of Goa. Thank you, sir, for your insightful and inspiring speech. Your words of wisdom and encouragement have truly inspired us and highlighted the vision that Dr. Dada Vaidya had for the spread of education. We appreciate the time and efforts you put into sharing your knowledge and experience with us today. I would like to extend our sincere appreciation to our guest of honor, Professor Dr. F.M. Nadaf, for that beautiful, thoughtful keynote address on the critical topic whether humans are responsible for triggering climate disasters. Sir, your thorough analysis and thought-provoking insight have not only deepened our understanding, but also sparked important discussions about our collective responsibilities. We appreciate your ability to challenge us to take action and make a difference in fight against the climate change. We are thankful to Honorable President of GVM's General Body, Sri Bhaskar Khandewarkar sir, for his consistent motivation and backing. We are also thankful to Honorable Chairman sir of GVM's Working Committee, Sri Krishna Shetty sir, for his continuous support and guidance. We are thankful to all the members of Goa Vidya Prasarak Mandals, heads of the institutions, all the schools, higher secondary schools and colleges, meritorious students, their parents, and heads of the institution with whom we have already signed the MOUs with, members of all the principal forums, ex-principal, I can say Sir Dr. Alan Abreu, and all the leaders in the August gathering. I'm also thankful to all the sponsors of the scholarships that I can say again, Dr. Alan Abreu, G.R. Vazier, and Sri Shaunak Page. Let me also thank the reporters and cameramen of the electronic media who have covered this entire program today. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to Principal Dr. George Matthew for his invaluable support in organizing this entire program. A special thanks to all the students who presented welcome dance, Fogri, which made the celebration truly spectacular. A special thanks again goes to all the dedicated team who has worked tirelessly in different committees behind the scenes to plan and execute this event. Not forgetting again the companion of the program, Ma'am Christine Mendoza and Dr. Hani Babu. Thank you very much, and let's look forward to many more years of success together. Jai Goa, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and may I request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभाशिष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा